Hello friends, welcome to my Princess Diana channel. Before moving on to the video, if you are not subscribed to my channel, do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, so let's move on to the video. Harry is now in a challenging financial position, as his legal fees never get reduced. He has proved on numerous occasions to continue to contest court orders and pay more money to prolong the legal battle. I couldn't believe my eyes that he still spends enormous amounts of money on the court to save his royal status when his output has already gone corrupt. Before I continue to overwhelm you with my energy, how are you feeling? Due to the transition between autumn and winter, various diseases are stalking the land and brought me the flu. However, this is no time to be distracted, as an outstanding story awaits me, and I will share it with my dedicated readers. The legal fees that Harry, the Duke of Sussex, is charged with suing the Home Office for downgrading his protection when he returned to England in February 2020 after he quit royal engagement will now be reviewed in more detail. It's tough luck for Harry because he lost this with justification Peter Lane of the Supreme Court realizing that downgrading his protection was fair. Due to procedural misbehavior, the Duke received a 90% reduction in legal fees, but I doubt that a 10% discount will be so incredibly beneficial because Harry will have to pay off the bulk of the debt from his pocket. I mean, it's damn expensive. Then it makes sense to struggle. It's one thing to have to pay a fortune to assure his secure future. It will be another thing to be downgraded from a Royal 3 group to a VIP level, which may really hurt Harry. This is not a 10% praise but a 90% hard fall. The royal website now shows Meghan and Harry at the bottom of the page, sandwiched between biographies of Prince Andrew. Both biographies have been reduced to one-line briefs casting the two in a low light. This side of news reads more dismally on the announcement of Harry's first legal loss. Specifically, expected to be shared is his demotion from Tier 1 VIPs to Tier 3 VIPs. Shortly enough, it was unveiled that Harry's legal court ruling is available knowledge. While it is quite remarkable that Harry was implicated with Andrew 3 weeks ago, the royals have since altered the placement of his positioning in order to stand clearly next to one another. This new placing aligns with current incidences and the occurrences of events that have followed. Harry is no longer able to be used as His Royal Highness. Perhaps the royal family has been too charitable too long, now being close to having a bill passed by the Congress that spokespeople stripping royal titles, blaming, has supposedly been only 5 years short of getting out of the UK. He could leave within 5 years without having to return to the UK. Took its time with him, the king did. The royals have been footing the bill for him for more than 3 decades despite not carrying out any necessary actions. On his account, he should not have been compensated. Now his father's financial assistance is unlikely to continue. There should not be a father who is compelled to give money to a son who has betrayed the son and family because of his refusal to fulfill the responsibilities expected of him. No matter how important it is, his parents are not responsible for a grown 40-year-old child. It is shocking to listen to Harry whine on Netflix about the king cutting his allowance. Do we dare anticipate anyone to feel sorry for a nearly 50-year-old guy who wanted a pension from his father? After presenting these cuts, let's find a way to tie this into his pending trial. I think the Supreme Court should no longer give Harry any discounts on his legal bills, he should have to pay for them out of his pocket. Isn't his husband Meghan up to something? He's earning an income from that, but I trust he won't be able to get his nails on it. It's aggravating to me because if our table were flipped, we ordinary folks would not receive discounts on our legal bills because of further legal action against the government. Instead, taxes would pay for Harry's extensive legal bills. It emphasizes how much Harry considered himself entitled to. He no longer serves as a royal, yet he even assumes he's losing 24-hour policing and being given a Grammy over a superior candidate. It's tragic he doesn't think his sense of entitlement should have slipped when he lost his royal title. If he wasn't so disgustingly arrogant and associated with someone who held contemptible attitudes, he might have simply achieved being Harry. Consistent with his demotion from royal to VIP status, one challenge for Harry in L'Enreal will prove doing however in his legal battles, unreservedly on to the Court of Appeal. A Home Office spokesperson showed relief with Prince Harry denied permission to appeal to the Court of Appeal, confirming it improper to further comment on subjudicial matters. Prince Harry has a significant L'Enreal challenge on his hands if he chooses to pursue his appeal to the Court of Appeal. He will need to demonstrate that the High Court judge made an error in the rendering of legislation or legal precedent, which is necessary recency to effect all-on outcome in his favor. The advantage of appealing simply because one disagrees with a holding or decision is not backed by the judicial system. The mistake of the Royal and VIP Executive Committee failing to inform Harry of his demotion from Royal to VIP status was not enough to affect the court's decision, nor does it prove as a case of legal error. The judge clarifies, although his claim to such protection remains, it has now been customized to the suitable existing threat level. In any case, the adjustment was made, and as indicated, Harry maintains the protection accorded any distinguished person. While it is possible to speculate the potential consequences of the court's acceptance of such an appeal, driven more by the persona of the appellant than the actual case, it is also crucial to emphasize that such a situation will provoke a backlash as people will claim that money and good connections can buy the justice. In this regard, the willingness of Harry to proceed despite the advice from his legal team might lead them to recommend him to stop wasting money on an appeal that is highly likely to fail to meet the targets. This advice is crucial in preventing their negligence. Harry would still need to file a separate application for leave to appeal from the Court of Appeal, but his chances are slim as the previous refusal by the High Court was detailed and thorough. In case this application is successful, Harry will undergo a full appeal process in front of a panel of 3 judges. Even if Harry ends up victorious, this process is both separate and costly. Therefore, his legal issues might drag on this year and the next one if he continues to resist the fact that he lost. It is essential that Harry understands that the court does not have the primary objective to reinstate the security, but to determine if the Royal and VIP Executive Committee's decision complied with the law. Even if it is ruled in Harry's favor, the committee can pass the same judgment based on another guidance, and the cycle will start again. Conversely, Harry's possible resolution entails apologizing to his father. If Harry seeks his father's advice and apologizes for the past disturbances, Harry might reconcile with his father and the royal family. In addition, Harry and Meghan are both 40 and should consider reuniting with the British royal family and seeking reconciliation as a last resort. Indeed, if a child who caused the disturbance returns, a father is expected to show mercy and love the child. Thus, I hope that the evidence I provide in here clarifies Harry's position and possible future paths. That's it for our video, my friends. I hope you have liked it. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, and like the video. If you haven't done so yet, if you want to be first to be informed about my content, please subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn on notifications. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself and stay healthy. I'll see you in the next one.